Alright, we're back. Let's keep working on the cave system. Finally got my landscape material to work. Oof, that was nice. That's actually part of the sewers. And now I want to continue with the cave, which is right here. So let's hide this. I mean, yeah, let's just start changing the color of the crystals. I think I'm going to go with blue for the whole cave and leave the orange crystals for the desert caves. Also wanna play with the shapes and make it look interesting. Add some mushrooms would be awesome too. So let's see if I can select all of the BP scatter rock. Yeah, I kind of want to do it individually so I don't mess the other colors I got. Because some of them look very nice. Let's copy that color and see if we can get it in the other ones. Also, it will be nice to add fog and start modifying a little bit these rocks. And add some of them outside as well. It will be nice to kind of like make the cave a little bit more visible from the outside. Well, this one I do want to make it a little darker. Scale, okay, let's make them a little smaller. On rotation, perfect. Nice. Let's get some rotation here. Cool. Now let's say it's a little bit easier to find the entrance. Maybe we need another one here. Make it very small. Keep losing the rotation. There you go. Okay. This one looks way better because it has the point lights and the fog. Very cool one. Oops. Not supposed to be super right. For some reason they went too crazy. Yeah, I managed to solve it after like hours. I was just being too stubborn on trying to fix it, making everything in one material, and then I said, let me just use another instance, and it just worked. And I was like, oh, it was a super simple solution, but I was just trying to make everything in the same material instance. And I looked for tutorials or like, I in the forums and stuff, and I couldn't find anybody trying to do what I was trying to do, and then I was like, wait a second. There's no need to have this in the same instance material. Let me just make another instance and change the material there, and that's it. It worked out super nice. So I have the jungle. It has a different instance than the desert, and now I can control that super easily. Yeah. Sometimes you need to walk around the problem instead of trying to dig in. Yeah, I'm super happy that I fixed that, because I was I was stressing out yesterday. I was like, no. So yeah, let me show you. We have the slope material for the swamp, and we have a different slope material for the desert. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was like just going crazy with the blend and nodes, and I was like, nobody else is doing this in the internet. Like, there must be a better way. And then I was like, yeah, maybe just assign a different instance. So we have this material for the desert, this slope material, and then we have a different slope material for the swamp, and that's it. Yeah, I was like, and it's funny because I took a shower and I was just like thinking about it, and like 10 different solutions came to me, and then I went to the computer and none of them worked, and then I was like, I slept on it, and then I woke up today in the morning and I was like, can I just make another instance? And yeah. It was super simple. Like, I can't believe I was not thinking about it yesterday. But yeah, now we got that solved. Super happy. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I have this rule that I need to follow, and I sometimes get too stubborn. Yeah, it's nice to take a break, just step away from it and be like, okay, I tried for maybe 15 minutes, I tried for half an hour, let's go and look for some help. Let's see if somebody else has a solution in the forums or online, and then if it doesn't, if you cannot find anything, just try something different, like try another solution, because there are many ways on how to approach these things. So brute forcing it definitely is not gonna not gonna work. There's always a workaround. So yeah, I'm pretty happy I got it. I was like, if I don't see any solution in the internet, maybe I'm not approaching the problem in the right way. And also, I'm using this very complex KK design landscape material, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still learning how this is set up and stuff. And I just realized that you were able to change the textures and everything. So yeah, I just made another instance and and changed it there. So that was nice. All right, so it's time to yeah, let's change the color of the blocks, and then I will work on the player path, because it's very hard to traverse this area, very hard. The lighting is too strong in some areas. But yeah, super awesome. This area is looking very nice because it has fog, it has these crystals, it has some point lights. And I do want to start working on the actual cave so they look actually different and stuff. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, yesterday I was like so stubborn. I was like yeah, I'm gonna fix it. But thankfully I found a solution. Oi. Wanna move this a little bit to that side. Maybe make it rotate a little bit. There is normal aligned, traced aligned. Oh. Okay, that's a cool scattering blueprint. Then I want to make it just small. Right here. One from 1 to 2, and all right. I think we got most of the colors. Oh, still got one more section. Yeah, the idea is to really modify these sections so they look very nice and different from each other. I want to have one which is like very very high up. I mean, like it has like very deep kind of like let's say like stone bridges, and if you fall there it's like super high up and there's a lot of fog, so you cannot really see the bottom. And we're gonna leave this other rock color for the desert caves. So we're gonna have two kinds of minerals, a red one and a blue one. Perfect. This is the last section. Paste, and then let me just get this one. Let's place it outside. Make it a little smaller. Okay, sweet. Now, oops, forgot this one. Okay, I don't know why it does that, but that looks very cool. That looks very nice. Hey, how's it going? Right, this is dark. We need to light it up a little bit. I'm gonna get some of the other crystals and some of the point lights, and then we can start actually modifying this. Oh, oh. The other one, Imperium, it's still in development. I was helping them with level design, but um, yeah, I'm not really sure how to put it. Mm, Maybe I was not getting like clear direction, art direction, so um, yeah, to be honest, I was not really sure what they really wanted for the level design, and um, you know, I was just getting, I got a little tired of like redoing stuff, and I was not really sure what they wanted, so um, so yeah, I took a break from that project and started working on this one. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. But yeah, hopefully, um, hopefully we will see more stuff from them. I I usually work with some concept art, and when they provided me concept art, I was able to do some very cool stuff. But then I'm not sure, like they I mean they started changing a lot, and not sure. I was not really sure what they wanted, so I was not going to just uh, yeah, keep redoing things without knowing exactly where we were going. It's like I felt like I was doing like 3D concept art for them, and I was just spending too much time, and a lot of my work got like thrown away, and I was like, um I don't know. Uh, I was doing everything live, right? So if you see me doing something that it's not working, you can just tell me, dude, like that's not working. Can you please do this? But that was not the case. Like there was this occasion where I worked for like 4 weeks or something without any feedback, and then they were like, oh well, we don't really want to make a slum anymore. We want to make this kind of like uh, city stuff, and I'm like, but like what? I was just like, when you say slum, like I have these ideas of what a slum looks like, and they totally changed their mind, and it happened a couple of times. Like, so I started thinking like maybe, just maybe, they need to like kind of like sit down and kind of like maybe get a concept artist, or just make some drawings or something, because yeah, but yeah, we are still in touch. Everything's fine. It's just that I got a little tired of that, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, and I think the project is very cool. It's just that I don't know. Uh, um, I'm changing my mindset a lot. Like maybe they're trying to be like too perfectionist, and I'm like I'm like, well, it's better just to get something out there and then have that experience and then like improve on it instead of like just redoing and redoing, because yeah. Yeah, this is my own personal project, so it's very cool. It's very cool in this, in the sense that I can do like basically whatever I feel like doing, and it's been like very fun. Like yeah, there was I signed a contract, and I got definitely what's the word, yeah, I got paid, I got I got compensation for my work, but the thing that really turned me down, maybe it was that they told me that this was going to be like a commercial game, and it was close to being released, and that was not the case, to be honest. And you know, um, there was a Steam page and everything, and then they took the Steam page down, and I was like, I'm not sure about this. That just doesn't feel right to me. There's no reason to take your Steam page down. Actually, I cannot think of any reason to take your Steam page down. Actually, so when they did that, I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are serious with their deadlines, or the project itself. Like maybe it's just a passion project, but I was told that it was a commercial project, and that really kind of like turned me off, because I was not going to just keep redoing things over and over without any like roadmap or deadlines. And I'm like, yeah. But I mean, that happens to everybody. Now I'm trying to kind of like push my project and have that learning experience of like actually putting something out there, and just trying to make a cool environment where you can walk with other two players, uh, kill some bugs, and do some quests and stuff like that. Something very simple. The main goal is to make an environment that feels immersive, and yeah, that's basically the goal. Yeah, I there's a very good YouTube video that I saw a couple of weeks ago, and it was like, yeah, brother, just get it out there. There's no reason to hold your projects. Your first game is gonna be buggy. It's gonna be a mess. Like that's how it is. You know, there's no reason to think that your first game is gonna be this perfect thing. And just put it out there. Get feedback, learn from it, improve, and keep on going. That's it. Also, don't try to just go after the new shiny toy every time something comes out. Like, you know, there's some people using Unreal Engine 4 still for their games, and that's very cool. Like if you have all you need for your game, there's no need to upgrade, right? But in in that case, I mean, in with that other project I was working with, it felt like, you know, they were redoing a lot of work that there was no need to be, no, there was no need to do again, you know, and stuff like that. But hopefully everything will work out for them, and they will get something very very cool out there. Nice. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to work on your own stuff. Yeah, I always done. I always like worked on environments, uh, basically for kind of like rendering purposes or cinematics. But I really wanna try to do something playable this time, so I'm very very excited about that. Yeah, yeah. I'm always um, very excited about the new things that Epic Games gives away. And I got this pack, and I was like, oh, it looks nice. And I was working on the desert environment, and I didn't like pay too much attention to it. And some friends told me like, dude, you need to check this one. Dude, this one is very good. You need to really pick it apart and learn from that pack. And when I downloaded it and I started looking at it, I was like, whoa, this is very good stuff. Yeah, KK Design, it's a great creator. All his stuff is very good. Just to get just to learn how he sets things up and stuff, it's super awesome. Still don't understand how these crystals work, but you can make them look super awesome. Try not to go. too hard with the light. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, today I had a super nice Eastern celebration with my family, and some friends came over. We had Ukrainian food, and we have this tradition where you grab two eggs, boiled eggs, and you need to hit them against each other, and then whoever doesn't break wins. It's it's super funny. Yeah, these ones I made with the modeling tools, and these ones are part of, again, a KK Design advanced rock pack, and can really modify them. All right, so let me see. Let me see if I can get some of these formations, this alien stuff around here. Kind of like place it somewhere here. Then we can also adjust gonna place it somewhere there. Just very rough, then we can get it better. It's very abstract, can't really. Get away with the placement. Sweet, thank you for hanging out. Okay, so we got this one here, there. Let's get some of this volume fog. Is this volume fog part of the level instance? Maybe not. Okay. No, para nada, Mari. Yo creo que está súper bien que le hayan dado chance de trabajar desde la casa. Alright, let's see. Local fog. Let's get this local fog here. And the other one, which is this huge one. Right there. So these two. Let's see if we can get them placed. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of the first things I bought when I started using Unreal. Got it like maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple of years ago, something like that. Yeah, one friend told me like, dude, you need to check this out. And I was like, what? It's very nice. It has, it's always getting updates and stuff. All right, so here, let's do this one. Down. Or is it the other one? This one. Let's push it down. Okay. And this other one goes somewhere here. This light needs to go a little bit lower. Oh, okay. Well, let me get the fog first, because the fog is outside the level instance. Oof, it's kind of hard to see that one. Ah, looks crazy nice. A little bit too heavy on the fog. I want something like this where you cannot see the ground. Where's the icon? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Like one of the best assets you can buy for Unreal. Like you're gonna use it all the time, and it's always getting updated, and it's just very good. Like they have a very good Discord, and if you can really modify it and really make it something very interesting. This looks super awesome, but wanna make it a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm pushing it too hard, I guess. And this one, oops, this one goes somewhere around. Where's the other cave? I guess somewhere here. Okay, this one is flipped, yeah. Hey, how is it going, Blue? I finally fixed the landscape thing I was struggling with yesterday, and the solution was like super simple. I was like, oh Jesus, sometimes you just need to take it easy and sleep on it. Wake up the next morning and be like, oh, okay. Just, I made a different level material instance and applied it to the desert and another instance to the jungle, and I managed to to solve the issue. That way I can have two different slope materials on the desert and the jungle. Yeah, yeah, I was too stubborn yesterday. I was like, when you're tired and you're stubborn, it's just not a good combination. You need to learn when to step away. Be a good loser and be like, okay, I didn't win today, but maybe tomorrow. So let's just step away instead of just staying there like crazy for hours. But yeah. Did learn something. Yeah. Yeah, I was yeah. I was looking online for solutions and I saw nobody trying to do what I was trying to do, so I was like, maybe I'm not approaching the problem in the right way. Yeah, that was funny. And I woke up today like, hey, what if I just do another material instance? And it just worked, and I was like, oh. That's funny. I want to make this one a little bit. Yeah, that's funny. Sometimes when you don't find a solution, maybe you are not approaching the problem the right way. Because I was just trying to figure out how to do it on the same material instance, and there was no solution for that, and I was like, maybe people do this differently. That's maybe too dark. Maybe too saturated. Yeah, basically, I was not asking the correct questions, so I was not able to find a solution. Let's see, wall rotation like this. Okay, cool. So we got some very cool caves. Maybe I'm going too hard with the fog. A little bit too hard. I would like to start putting some point lights. Yeah, let's get some point lights. Thank you. Yeah, this cave is coming together. It looks so nice on this monitor. Here it looks too bright, but in the proper color ranged monitor you can really tell that it's dark, but not too dark. Here's too bright. Yeah, you don't want to make things too dark, because then it becomes a little bit hard to traverse. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this light and let's go to the first section, or let's work on this one for now. Right here. Up. So much stuff in the scene. Right here. Need to check with my other one. The caves are a little bit too repetitive, so it's time to start breaking them a little bit, trying to change them up. What I'm very happy with is that they look absolutely different from the template version. Also, I don't need to light them up too much because I'm going to be changing them, so maybe it's not the best idea to light them up now. Okay. We got the exit right there. Okay, let's do the other two sections. We have 4 sections. It's crazy. It's the same cave 4 times in a row. But we're gonna modify it so it looks different on each section. And we're gonna make the little trick where you see in video games a lot, where you can take 2 different paths and they merge together. So no matter if you go left or right, you will going to meet in the same area. One path might be a little longer and the other might be a little shorter. But it gives the illusion of like, oh, we have a choice. We can take it. We can go right or we can go left. Let's see. Oh, I think this cave does not have the crystals. Oh, yeah. The big ones. We do want to leave some areas dark, but those areas can be areas that you cannot, you don't interact with. For example, here. And also need to be careful not to get the light too close to the stone, because then it's like, oh, light is coming from the stone. No, you need to kind of like be very soft with it. So it's like, let's say it comes from the crystals, maybe. It would be also amazing to have some light shafts coming from the ceiling, but this cave is a little bit too underground for that to happen. But we can always fake it. Here we do need some light. Can't wait to fight some blue crabs in here. Yeah, I heard some people don't like blue crabs because they eat everything. They eat like other species, and it's kind of funny that I'm gonna have blue crabs. Cool. A little bit too much light. Maybe, yeah. All right, cool. Um, um, yeah, it would be nice to add some water in the floor. That'll be cool. That's you could do that, but I've seen people making the light shafts by using a cone, a cylinder, and then they add a texture, a translucent texture to it. In the Infiltrator demo, they use this a lot to fake sun light shafts coming from the ceiling. That could be very cool. Okay. Oh, we can add mushrooms as well. Totally forgot about the mushrooms. So let's get my favorite little asset right here. The alien ginger root. Or I don't know what this is. You know what it looks like? It looks like there's this artist who goes to ant I don't know how this is called, but like, you know, ant houses. And he pours like metal inside, and he gets the metal to go through all the little tunnels, and then when he pulls the thing, he gets shapes like this. So that's kind of interesting. Let's say the crabs like to eat this thing. I don't know what this thing is, but let's say it's food for the crabs that are going to live here. Again, I shouldn't be placing them too much because we're gonna modify things. I could try to make it a little bit bigger. And put some of it on the ground as well. Well, these crabs they can walk in the stone, no problem. They're like spiders basically, without no webs. Also, it's nice to change the scale a little bit. Don't want to make everything the same size. Yeah. No problem. I appreciating hanging out, Blue. All right. Let's see. Nice. It just gives it such a different vibe. it will be very nice to walk in here and see the crabs eating this crystal thing. Could be nice to find some kind of like structure, like man-made structure but abandoned, like with a kind of like blinking light and some kind of like skeleton, like somebody tried to explore these caves and got attacked by the crabs. That will be interesting. Let me put some of them on the ground as well, because I haven't been putting them on the ground at all. Yep, just a little bit, not too much. I think this is a great... Okay, so let's see what we got. We have crystal, fog and fog. Here, do we have crystals? Yes. Here we have crystals. No, we don't. And the local fog is, oops, not placed very nice, and there's no lights in here as well. Yep. Let's just do this one very quickly. Okay. Sweet. And I was working on another area. It's like a river town. Okay, cool. Let's fix these. It looks cool also, like very dark. What it does not look right is the fog. I need to push it down. This fog is the small one. I want this to be here. In the ground, yes. Maybe we can leave this with very little crystals. Okay, just making sure that it does not get out of the wall, because that looks strange. Something like this. And then this other one, where is it? Okay, to select the fog, maybe I can find it in the outliner. Maybe number 15. Okay, we found it. Nice. That's too much. It will be awesome to add some water as well. So now the creatures in the cave have enough, they have water and food. Oh, that's kind of cool, this little formation here. Yeah, it looks very dark. That's funny. Making a cave. Yeah, I think it just looks too bright in here. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that's too dark. Maybe we do need to add some lights in here. On that last section right here. So let's get some lights. Awesome. Some more lights on that last section, and we're kind of good with the caves. They do need some variation and stuff, but kind of want to move on to another section for now. Also, I got some very cool mushrooms we could probably add. Okay, that's bright enough. Just a little bit on the floor. We don't want that to shine that much. Too shiny. And maybe one more around here. I'm checking on my other monitor. This might be too bright. Let's make this one a little bit. Oh. Actually, it is the other light. I think it's this thing. Yep. A little smaller. And also these ones are too much. A little less. That even makes the crystals look better. Now another point light. That's kind of cool. All right. There's even like a path here going in there. Nice. Okay, let's give it a walkthrough, and also we need to kind of make the path a little bit more walkable. But that's a nice first pass for the caves. Now they have moss, crystals are blue, they have fog, they're lit enough so it's not like pitch black, and they connect two areas and serve as a tunnel. Nice. So let's check this out. And actually, let's do the walk from the other side. That's a huge map. Well, not really. It's not that big. It's just too dense. The cave is right there. Did something happen to... It does feel a little bit... It does feel a little bit empty here, but it's okay. So it's also nice. The textures feel too wet, I would say. Too shiny. And there's some... Oh, there you go. I was missing the grass types, I knew. Something was weird. And all the other things are unloaded, just so we can like play a little bit faster. Yeah, a little bit too dark. This is how I want the crystals to look. We have very saturated areas, less saturated areas, like a lot of tones of color. It really looks like a salt lamp. That white light right there just doesn't feel right. But it really looks cool. Really like how it lights the character. Definitely gonna add water on the bottom layer. Okay, it's fog. It's very foggy, but you can still kind of check it out. You can still, see enough to be able to fight an enemy or something. Yeah, these areas, we need to add more stone here, because it's gonna be a little bit difficult to traverse. Oh, these are very cool crystals. It looks... I think it looks fine. If we add a little flashlight to the character, I think we can just get away with areas like this. That's pitch black, but can definitely get away with some some flashlight. So it feels more natural because we cannot just light everything. If we just make everything lit, it's just not gonna feel right. We do need those dark areas. Right there, that corner, it's okay for it to be pitch black. Also guides the player. Oh, here we have a very strange gap right here. Maybe we can add water there. And we need more variation on these crystal alien formations. It looks cool, but definitely need another overlay material. Maybe we can make it the same stone and make a mask so it reveals the crystal inside. It's not gonna be so emissive and it's gonna give me a lot of variation. Oh, look at her hair, it's just totally glowing. Well, that's what happens when you are inside a point light. We can put those lights in another channel so we don't get that strange effect. No, because we need the character body to be lit, so yeah. I don't think I'm gonna use hair strands. Oh no, don't mantle. Oh, my mantling system. It's okay. The new RPG Engine version came out like a couple of days ago, so I will be merging to the new RPG Engine. And I'm not gonna mantle on everything, I'm just gonna mantle on very specific props, so we don't have that issue of just mantling on a slope and kind of like the camera angle going very crazy. Yay! Nice. I fixed the issue I had yesterday. I made the cave. Yeah, got some progress. The map is feeling very nice. Yeah. I think I have enough. Oh, I have enough density, let's say, enough props so I can make a test. And oh no. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that mantle looking nice. That's why in games you see these yellow lines like climb here, mantle here, because it's hard to make it mantle everywhere. You need to follow a very specific height and a very specific angle so the character can like line trace properly. I'm not a fan of like the yellow lines, but definitely gonna have stones that you can mantle on and some others that you just can't. Huge character, maybe I can make it smaller. Oh, we can just change the size of them. So these are the creatures who are going to be living here. The source of food is like this crystal, some mushrooms and plants that grow here and water. I'm not even sure if crabs drink water, but maybe they do. That's a funny question. Like, yeah, it will be very nice to see like what it sounds like. Make very cool sounds for these characters. Okay, she tried to mantle. There you go. Good job. Yeah. Also, we will be able to jump in the air and grab from a ledge, which is something I really wanted. So now with the new version of the RPG engine, that's implemented. So that will be amazing because I do want to have this like action adventure systems in the game. Definitely want swimming. It will be super fun to have swimming. I do have a fish character, like fish creature, that I'm thinking of using in the swamp, like a catfish kind of thing, something that can like live in the shallow waters. So for the swamp, I do want areas where it's just shallow water and then you just fall down into like deeper waters and there's like creatures in those areas. So far we have only one creature for the water, but the cool thing about this creature is that I got it on CD Trader, and the creator, the artist, provides the ZBrush files and the Substance Painter files. Well, this looks very green for some reason. Totally different. So I will be able to create variations from those creatures. That's super awesome. Wow, this looks very green. It's funny how the monitors really change, like the color range. I'm getting like a lot of green here, and here it just looks brighter. Definitely gonna have those options in the beginning where you can like adjust the gamma and what happened to the trees here? Control H. There you go. Little cave right there. Super hard to find. It's like in this kind of like huge not even sure how to call this. In this huge hole that has like levels, kind of like a mine. One of those big mines that they kind of like eat up the edges and go down and down. It's super cool. Like I really like this new way of working. I have almost everything loaded, but on playtime it's not activated on the data layers, so I can see it on the editing mode, but when I play it's not heavy for It's not loading the whole level, so it's very friendly way to work. And I can just always go to the desert and go check the other areas and have like a better idea of how everything looks together. Oh, this creature is so nice. It has some moss on top, which doesn't make sense in the desert. We're gonna give it some sand for the top, or yeah, maybe just a little sand, some kind of like color like this. Maybe sand, not too much. Yeah, just a orangey color. Can't wait to work on the industrial area. It's been a long time since I don't work on the industrial area. It's gonna be very smoky. I'm gonna have a lot of particles here, sandstorms, and a lot of little drones that are going to be. Okay. This AI abomination right there. It's like no. Look at his floating fingers and stuff. But cool design. Can easily just kit bash this with like proper 3D assets. Put it on a T-pose and get some rig for it. Yeah, these models are so old. Like they come from Unreal Engine 4.27, and this is a little bit more simple, but still like, oh, okay, I'm running out of video memory. Yeah, I was like, the textures look strange. Ouch. Yep. Messed up right there. Not a good idea to have everything loaded at the same time. I mean, on the editor. And it's kind of fun that it doesn't tell me like that I'm running out of video memory when it's clearly happening. Preparing shaders. Is it going to load his shaders? I don't think so. Once this thing happens, I guess the only solution is to close the project and open it back up. You see we lost textures here. Unreal is like, nope, I'm not loading that stuff, it's too much. Oh, yeah. Hey, how's it going, Dylan? Evil corporations. Well, the story right now, it's just basically you came to this planet to save a scientist who got like kidnapped to work on the energy facility. Let me see if I can load it. This is the Infiltrator demo, one of the coolest things that Epic Games have released. For Unreal Engine. In my opinion, one of the coolest things from the Epic content. Infiltrator map right here. So basically, the story is that this scientist got kidnapped, and you are here to look for him and rescue him. He got kidnapped to basically help with the energy facility against his will. So you basically come in a ship, and then, just like Star Wars, like your ship gets dismantled by little Javas or whatever other creature, and you need to find like three main components to build your ship. I want to make it like very like open. You can like make these like quests in like any order you want, and I also want the objectives to. We can make it a Gero. That'll be interesting. I was thinking of something like Warhammer, like those crazy scientists with like robotic arms, but I think I might have a better solution. We actually have a very cool model here. Let me let me see. Um, no, maybe not here. Um, but I can find it very easily. So I have this. There's this Paragon character, which we could use as the scientist who got kidnapped. I forgot the name of this character. I think it's Gadget. I think it's this one. And she has like a super cool suit right there. I think she could definitely work as a cool scientist. Makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this character for the scientist. Very cool. Um, so yeah, I want to have this like main three objectives, but the the thing I want to achieve like with this is kind of like I'm not sure how hard this is to do, but I would love to. Um, too sexy for a scientist. I would like the objectives to be moving in the world, so you cannot be like World of Warcraft, like we need to find this guy and get this item. Let's just look it up online. Okay, oh cool, he's right there. Let's just get it. No, you need to actually play enough so you can track him down. So if somebody's streaming the game and somebody's showing the process, it's not going to be the same result for everybody. The items will be moving around the map. Not too crazy, not like going from one end to the other, but they will be around an area, and it's gonna be like, okay, I'm thinking something like that. I think it's definitely possible. Just having like patrol NPCs, and maybe they come out at some how to say it, at a specific time. Maybe that's too much, but uh, definitely want to play with that thing that it's not going to be always the same result for everybody. That'll be super cool. uh, yeah, but yeah, we are getting close. We're getting close to start making tests. I think I think the next step will be wrapping up the map. I think it's like it's a good blockout. And merging these, I mean migrating this to the new version of the RPG engine, and just making a first build and start testing. Then I can always continue polishing. There's one thing I need to do before actually making the first build, and it's the loading and unloading of data layers. We do want the not all the assets to be loaded at the same time. For example, this one, I'm not sure why it disappeared. Oh, it's activated. I always get that wrong. So data layers are amazing because, like, for example, the caves are not going to be loaded, but as soon as you get close to the cave, it loads. And when the cave loads, it unloads other things. So it's gonna unload all the vegetation in the map, but just leave that little entrance piece, and that's gonna be way better. For example, now I unloaded everything and I'm still having... Oh no, it just needed to load a little, okay. I might even need to have loading screens. I mean, you know, that's how it used to work before. Is it gonna crash? No, I think I fixed that. These guys were in another data layer and they were causing issues. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Still need to work on this area. I messed up some of the walls. There's like snow coming down, or it's just dust particles. I guess it's dust particles, but they're coming down a little bit too fast. It seems like snow, actually. It's funny. Maybe I don't want that particle there. Oh, okay. Oh. Here we had some other rocks, but everything's unloaded. Oh, yeah. I think loading screens might be the best, I guess. But loading screens for a multiplayer game, Yeah, so I want the tank to be like a super huge robot, which is called Crunch, and then the other character is going to be this black dude, which I think it goes very well with Bellica here. So I want this to be the tank. Something like that. And we can modify this guy because it's like all hard, made out of hard pieces. Ray tracing off. I think we're using ray tracing on the project. Yeah, something like this, very dirty and like messed up. I think this will go very well. And the other character I wanted to use is this one. Here, there you go, Mordok. I think this one will go very well. I mean, just for NPCs, like I got this like this one, super cool here. This one looks nice, it's just the skulls, I'm not sure about the skulls. This one I think is the skin I want to use. I think this one will go very well. Even the blue one kind of go, it's very similar to the Bellica one. I think this one might work. So I want Bellica to be the DPS, this is going to be the healer. And also his gun doesn't look too aggressive. It seems like, yeah, it seems like it could be like a healing gun, let's say. Yeah, I think this will look very nice. This is the map totally unloaded. I still got some stuff that I need to add to data layers. It does look like a League of Legends map. That's funny. Let's see. Desert, PCG Nature, Rocks, Desert Town, Diner, Infiltrator Map, Sewers, Sewer Town, it's okay, Swamp, PCG Template, Wall, okay. Let's load this. But let's not make it activated, so it only appears on the editor. Oh yeah, so the other area I wanted to work a little bit on is the swamp, the river town. Wow, I don't know why I'm so tired today. Maybe I went to bed a little bit late yesterday. And tomorrow it's Monday, so it's probably best for me to take it easy. Yeah, the river town is gonna be very interesting. Hey, Game Garage. Yeah, the link is just expires all the time. If you find the link in the video, I think it should be good. I made it once that Tiggy. That's funny. I made it once, so it expires every 7 days, but then it kept on expiring faster and faster. I was like, why is that? Also, where is it? I'm gonna put it here on the publications here in the NCQ. Let me double check, maybe it already expired again. Let's get it here, NCQ. I think it's the same one. Yeah, it's just on the video is better. I tried to update that one. I need to find how to make it permanent, because this is yeah, it's the same one. Good. Yeah, it's funny, like it keeps expiring all the time. I know some people have it permanent, and they have it like user base. So like if you have like, I don't know, 50 people joining, then it changes. So the other area I was working on is wow, too much foliage. I keep getting lost. It was somewhere here. Too many trees as well. Let's try to push them a little bit. Group, not group. Is this foliage or static meshes? Oh, these are foliage. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Like every time I play games, it doesn't ruin games for me, but it distracts me a lot from getting in the mood. I'm looking at the textures and at the environments and the characters, and people are like, hey bro, like, are you gonna play or just stay in there? I'm like, oh yeah dude, like, give me a second. It's funny when I play with my friends, is they're like, dude, like, you are you sleeping or what? Select, I think it's one of those. Let's see if we can select and push. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of cool, like when you're younger and like everything, it seems so magical. Like it's like you don't understand like how games work, or what's actually behind the hood, like what's running the game, or how 3D graphics are made, and it's just like magic. It's like, oh, how is this character moving? Like, am I capable of actually going around that wall? What's behind that door? When it's just a 2D texture. But definitely, if you try like to kind of like get into that mindset of like really focus and really like set the mood, like for example, when I'm playing Warhammer, I just put my earphones and like make the light a little darker, and I really try to get in the mood. And it takes a while. It takes a while to get in the mood, but it's super awesome when you get in the mood and you are like in the game. It is harder than before. Like I remember when I played World of Warcraft. Yeah, yeah, that was super cool. Like for me as a kid, like I just didn't understand how things were made. Like you just see these. For example, when I started playing World of Warcraft, I was like 13 or 14, and it was just crazy. Like for me to be able to explore like such a big world, and I was like, what? Like, and interact with other people and be like, what? Um, yeah, my cousin got me into World of Warcraft, and I remember that day when he said like, you see all those players, they're actually like humans playing. Like you can actually go talk to them and stuff. And he was um, killing Ragnaros or Ragnaros. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This molten core raid, 40 people, vanilla WoW, like 2004. You needed 40 people to go kill a boss, and it was super impressive because he was explaining to me like, you see all those people, like I can't talk to them, and he remember he went to one of his friends in the raid, and he like saluted him, and then he got saluted back, and I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I can't even trade with them and share items and stuff. And in that same day he got like the helmet from the Paladin Tier 2, one of the coolest armor sets in the whole game, and he was going crazy because it was the last piece he needed to complete the set. And he won a roll. You needed to like roll a dice between the warriors and the paladins in the raid, and I think it was between like 4 people, something like that, and he won the roll. It was super awesome. Yeah, I remember my cousin going crazy like, hey dude, I finally got it. Yeah, it was nice. Alright, let's try to play here a little bit. There's this game that a friend of us recommended. It's called Forever Winter, made in Unreal actually. And wow, this sky is pinkish. There must be a very nice sunset today. Yeah, so we bought Forever Winter. It was like $16, $18, something like that, and it's just crazy. Like you are like this little character, and there's like a war zone going on, and there's different factions, and like you don't know who is attacking who, and like it's such a cool game. And me and my cousin were playing together fine, but when we connected to we tried to play with a third friend, and the connection was not working. And in 2 days after, like 2 days later, they released an update, and they fixed that problem. Like, and they released new characters, and I'm like, these guys are amazing. Yeah, I'm super excited about that game. Really want to play today. We might play some Return to Moria as well, which is very cool stuff. A swamp and nature. Let's activate this and see how it looks. Hey, how is it going, Kuruko? Let's check the swamp town, and these buildings I'm gonna make the interiors of, and also add little foliage and stuff to them. I'm not sure which creatures are going to live in here. I was thinking about the crab creatures, but I mean, not sure about it. We might need something more humanoid, because these houses are more humanoid. Like, I have this character that is like how do you call it? A mantis, but like a humanoid mantis. So I think they could live here, no problem. I'm not sure about mantis living in the swamps though. Need to think about what creature. Maybe also humans, but humans are boring. Like we need some sci-fi creatures. Swamp people. That could be interesting too. Like. Oh no, don't do that. Oh. Yeah, and I also need to get the post-processed water effect so you can actually look underwater. Again, the mantling, it's gonna get fixed very soon. That happens because I modified the mantling logic to be able to mantle on top of a gator man. Oh, I do have some gator humanoids. That's a great idea. I do like alligators a lot. Toad people. Oh, that will be awesome. That will be awesome. I really like frogs and toads. I find them very very interesting. I think that could work very nicely actually. um, I haven't seen any good models of toad people. I think I might need to make it myself. Um, which is not so bad because I do have some very cool materials for toad skin, lizard skin, and actually I think I have a very cool material for I think it's toad skin specifically. All these roots, we're gonna work them out. Oh my god, it looks like a pencil. that's not that's not right. Piranha folk. Oh, that's cool. You see, like, we cannot go in there, but it will be super awesome to make the fabric, the cloth kind of move when you go in. And this is too saturated. We also want to change that color. We have a lot of repetition in the texture, which we need to fix. This place is gonna look amazing at night. I'm gonna have like a little lights around. This platform feels very strange. Definitely can have something underneath. And this also feels strange. Oh. The cloth simulation, I think you can do it with a rig, with bones and mesh weights, like painting weights on each bone. But also I think you can just simulate it inside Unreal. Kinda need to get into that because it will be super cool. And the bottom of this tree is super round. Can probably get it better in ZBrush, but that will mess the UVs of the things and might not be the best solution. And also we need more material differentiation. It's just the same material all over the place. Definitely need to have different materials, and for example this thing is just not letting the player walk through because these buildings were actually not designed to have interiors. I messed up with those textures. Oops. That was actually a fabric, because the capsule component of this character is a little bit big, to be honest. It's bigger than the third person character, so I need to think about that. For example, these trees, they have no collisions. I don't really want the player to be getting stuck in these roots. That will be very very annoying. Here, yeah, these buildings do. Oh, these stairs are totally off scale. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think this building might be a little bit too big. It's funny because these scales are good. I mean, these stairs are good, but these ones are just off. Like, dude, come on. What happened here? I think it's made for frog people. They can just jump. uh, but yeah, that would be amazing. Actually, that's a very good idea. Let's see. Oh, it's on the other computer. I had some. I had a very nice picture of a like a military toad. Like the the body was like humanoid and the hands were like like a frog, and very very cool. Like typical Star Wars kind of approach. Because when Star Wars came out, like they, you know, the original Star Wars, they were actually actors using masks, so a lot of the creatures were like humanoid based, which makes sense because you know, they were dressing people up basically. But that's interesting. I do want to have creatures that are not humanoids, and I do have a bunch of them, but it makes it a little bit easier to make them humanoid, since you can share skeletons and animations and retarget. Oh, so happy I got this thing solved. So we have this rock material for the desert here. Still, I feel there's something strange with the desert material and some blending issues. Oof, landscape materials are tough, not gonna lie. They're very very confusing. But yeah, I got rock on this slope. Oh, the pineapple houses. Oh my god, I can't wait to work on these ones. Add some very cool cables and some cloth in here and stuff, and fix them up, because oops, yeah, I messed up right there. What are these? Are they level instances? Okay, perfect. Let's actually fix that thing. A little better. Oh, okay. Yeah, not gonna get it perfect, but let's try to make it look at least a little better from the outside. It's just because the angle is a little bit with a bend. We can definitely get this a little bit closer, but it's okay. I'm making a game project. Yeah, it's called Cywars. I'm using the RPG engine, which is a survival template. Comes with like a lot of functionality, and the main goal of this is to create a environment that feels immersive, and it's a multiplayer template, so I really want to just get 3 players to walk around as the first goal. And yeah, just make a very cool environment, learn about optimization, and then we can go from there. I'm thinking of I'm planning on putting it for free on Steam. I already have my Steam token. Actually, I already have the ID and everything, so I took the name already. Okay, we got some issues there. Oh, it's okay. Not gonna polish this right now. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Steam. My approach is gonna be a little bit different. I'm going to instead of releasing a demo, I'm going to basically just put it as early access, and I'm going to be very honest, on the Steam page, this is on development, this is on baby alpha, so it's gonna be buggy and it's gonna be unoptimized, and but I'll try to just go from there and keep updating it. Just really wanna have the experience of putting a game out there. Oh my god, yeah, I messed up right there. Maybe with the sculpting tools I can get that right. Yeah, the details, wow. I'm on the blockout phase right now, but when I get to the second level of detail, third level detail, and polish, oof, that's gonna really take some time. So yes, I think the environment is pretty nice as a kind of blockout now, so I kind of want to start making tests and focus a little bit more on the mechanics and implementing the things I want to implement. Yeah, I do have a 3080 NVIDIA RTX. I think that if you put the game on low settings, you might be able to play with a NVIDIA 2000, but I think that something below that might not run the game very well. Yeah, I'm afraid that. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's more of a cinematic game, meaning that it's very focused on graphics, trying to make things look as cool as possible, but hopefully. Deform dynamic sculpt. Let's see if we can get that a little bit. Yeah, an RTX 2060 for sure. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about people who don't have an NVIDIA card, because I'm using Nanite, I'm using virtual textures, I'm using a lot of technology that I think that might not work on other cards. So yeah, I'm not sure about my cousin son's computer, because I don't think he has an NVIDIA card. He has probably an AMD, so let's see how that goes. Okay, we found a little gap right there. I like messing with the modeling tools in Unreal. Deform, dynamic sculpt, just try to smooth it out a little, just a tiny bit. Again, we get another gap, no problem. Model poly edit, let's get that up. This triangle closed. Yep. Now we can take it to another program and polish it. What happened here? I thought I closed that gap. Huh. That's strange. Did I... It's okay. I'm gonna probably do this in another program, so I have a little bit more control over this. Yeah. Oh, I think I messed up the whole thing. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I think I messed up the whole thing by sculpting on it. I got the edges looking very strange. It does, it's okay. Can always just take it to ZBrush or whatever. Even Blender or... Nice. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I will make I will make an announcement. Just take in consideration that my approach is gonna be like different. Like I'm gonna release it like very early for people to test and keep on building on it. So it's gonna be very buggy. It's gonna be very yeah, it's gonna be very buggy the first days. Yeah, I think it was not really worth it to move this around. I couldn't get it right. I think I left it even worse than it was. Oops. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just leave it there. It's a cool concept. Can always go deep and make it polished. Oh, I forgot we got moss on this one. Yeah, very cool buildings. I did spend some time on these ones. I really like this character. No, these are the desert buildings. These are we had them before. Oh wow, too much stuff loaded. Ouch. Oh, it's the desert town. Yeah, the desert town is super cool. These trees are a little bit off. The desert town. Yeah, this is everything started here actually. Yeah, this whole project started like me building like this desert town, and then it was like, hey, let's just make a sci-fi environment and let's just keep on going with this. Wow, it looks so nice with the industrial stuff on the back. And yeah, these trees are too big. We're gonna make them smaller for sure. Yeah, well, it's not that big. It's 2 kilometers wide, 5 kilometers long. So it will take you around, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes to walk from one point to the other. It's not so long. Maybe no 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes. I don't think so. But it's very dense. Like it's let me take those clouds away. So what I'm trying to do, like the main purpose of this project, my personal goal for this project is to learn how to make like a very beautiful environment and make it functional, meaning that I'm able to play in it, have NPCs, sounds, make it immersive. And the other goal is to have a couple of characters play together. Like I'm thinking to make it for three players, which is like maybe like a strange number, but it'll be cool to see if I can get two other players to walk together and yeah, shoot some enemies, and then we will go from there. Because the good thing is that I'm using yeah, this one is it's coming together. I'm very happy. Very happy, and I've been pushing it like very fast. That's what I feel very proud of. Like I'm really pushing it very fast. That's the cool thing about working alone. In one sense, I mean, where's my vegetation? My grass maps always disappear. The cool thing about working alone is that you can just do whatever you want. Like there's no like, oh, let's have a meeting, oh, let's talk about this, oh, let's decide if you're gonna do this or do that. No, you just do it. Like I mean, you just do whatever you want whenever you want, and it's just very nice. It's awesome to take uh, advice from other people and a criticism from other people and stuff, but it's just very cool just to, you know, uh, don't, I mean, not having any like restraints, any, yeah. I like that a lot. Like I think I heard other solo developers talking about this same topic. Like you just do your thing, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, basically no manager, no boss, no art director. I mean, like you just do whatever. Like it's very freeing. Like it's just like playing Legos like as a kid. Like you just do do your thing, and that's it. And it's very cool. So yeah, that's the main purpose. Making something look cool, making something functional, and have that experience of putting something on Steam. And also it feels very nice because I'm putting it for free, so I don't have that weight attached to it. Like, oh, is it gonna sell? Is gonna people going to like trash, like, you know, trash it or like talk crap about it? And they're going to, you know, and that's fine, but it's a free game, so I'm like, you know, you cannot expect a free game to be perfect. but I do wanna learn from you know from people criticism, and try to improve this, and bring it to a point where I feel like very comfortable with the project. And build these kind of like systems. I mean, they're mostly built already, but like kind of like polish these systems where I'm like, oh nice, now I can have a character that swims and does these things, and I have these systems all together, and I can expand on it, and like making like this kind of like sandbox where I can like really take this to some other level in the future. And who knows, if it works out and stuff, I might be able to make another level, another planet, right? uh, with more stuff on it and stuff. So it's cool. Up. Yeah, those rocks are not supposed to go in there, but oh, the fog is going into the. Oops, the fog is not supposed to be here. That's funny. No, these models are free assets that Unreal has been giving away. I made very little things here. I made the desert houses, I made the pineapple houses, I made the swamp mangrove trees. All these houses are made by me. The basically this kind of like blocky houses, this ring right here. Some of the structures I made, and I combined these structures with made assets, like these doors are from the other pack, but I changed the textures. So I modify a lot of the assets I use. You know, these washing machines are not mine, uh, but I'm trying to integrate my own assets with like store assets. Um, Trying to blend them together. This is not supposed to be here. um, so yeah, every time I need like an asset, yeah, making models for sure. Yeah, making models take a lot of time. I do have another super cool asset I made, which is the diner, the American diner that I have here. Um, Actually, let's load it. It's been a long time since I don't load this one. Let's unload everything else because it's a little bit too heavy. I need to optimize this one. I do have some original stuff actually. Let's try to load it now. The sewers, I made the sewers, also very cool area. Swamp, which I'm going to modify a lot. Uh, Let me unload some stuff so I get more resources in my computer, and then I can load the diner and the ancient ruins and the sewers as well. I can show you. Okay, so ancient ruins, diner, sewers. Yep, and the wall. I made the wall. That's another thing I made. So yeah, there's some original stuff. When it comes to the vegetation in the swamp, I also made one of the trees, the one that has like, it looks like a spider, like it has very long roots, and I'm going to modify a lot of the other vegetation when it comes to the leaves, the alphas, the textures. No, I have all the rights to use these models. Yeah. Um, Unreal Engine gives these assets for free every 2 weeks under a license that you can use for your own games. The whole purpose of giving these assets away is actually people to create games with it. Um, they actually pay the developers for these assets, and that's how the thing goes. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna use any assets I'm not supposed to be using, because you can definitely get in trouble if you, for example, you go and rip like Last of Us model or something and then like use it on your game. That's a problem. So yeah, this is another super cool thing I made. Um, Unfortunately, like this is supposed to be like the soil supposed to cover this thing, but this is another kind of like Asian ruin I made. Here, these pieces are original. Um, right here, and I made this one using kit bashing. Uh, I mean, I think the whole thing is kit bash from Megascans, and this one is a kit bash um, asset that came from an ant part, and then I broke it like this. I made it broken with booleans. So I broke it off and made it look different and stuff. This is a very cool asset right here. Definitely wanna put some of this stuff in the marketplace. Yeah, this one I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it. Maybe it can go underground. Gonna modify the the mining stuff because this is not part of the sci-fi thing. It just doesn't go very well. But yeah, I got this one here. Let's check the diner. Let me just unload that one because it's super heavy. On the diner. Yeah, this diner is awesome. I think I messed up. Oh, gonna crash. Nope. Yes. Oops. This diner is just deadly. Deadly. It's like, oof. You see, my computer just doesn't want to go in there. Oof. Damn. Yeah. Not even loading the textures from the door. I think the textures are too heavy. The lighting, everything is just it's like a bomb. Optimizing this one is gonna take some effort. Great practice for optimization right there. Desert town. Let's also unload it. And the sewers. We can unload that. Diner activated, and let's see if it loads. If not, we need to close the project. Alright, good night. I appreciate it. The industry needs more developers. I mean, the right now there's a lot of people losing their jobs. You get all these news like, oh, big studios closing, super experienced developers losing their jobs. So it's very interesting because this will, in my opinion, this will open the door for small teams to be created and for indie developers to start making their, like, very experienced AAA developers creating their own indie studios. which for example, one good example of this is Forever Winter. It was made by 5 people, and these 5 developers are crazy experienced developers who worked in the AAA industry, and you can really tell that they know what they're doing. Um, so I think it's gonna be very very interesting to see what's going to happen. I do want these very experienced developers to uh, group up and make very interesting stuff, because now you don't need that many people to create a game. Obviously, uh, you know, you can always scale up, right? But you can make something very interesting with a small team. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, we need to restart the engine. This is not supposed to look like this. We need to just restart the engine super quickly. There might be a console command to fix this. We can allocate more video memory and stuff, but sometimes it just needs a hard reset, so it gets the thing. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what these small teams come up with, and it's also very exciting because as an indie developer myself, like this also opens the door for people who are not so connected to the AAA industry to connect with these teams and do something cool. You know, like you never know. Like maybe one day one of these small teams might be looking for like a very cool like prop artist or environment artist, and if you have like the right portfolio, like not talking about quality, it obviously needs to be super high quality, but talking about like a very specific portfolio, like maybe they're looking for sci-fi creatures and you have that in your portfolio, then you apply to them and they're like, yeah, I like this, I like your style, let's work together. So yeah, new IPs, definitely. I and it's awesome because like when you, I mean, I haven't worked in any AAA studio. I only have worked with independent developers, indie small studios, uh, but that's gonna be very interesting because you will be able to see people like really expressing themselves and not being like, oh, okay, we need to basically satisfy the corporate, I mean the, how do you say this, you know, the people in charge, right? Like you the problem with the AAA industry, like lately, it's just I don't know, it feels like it really feels like they're not using the resources properly. I can't imagine what like a small team could do with those resources like a AAA company has. Um, I know there's a lot of things I still don't understand. Like I know that there's like a big chunk of the budget that goes into marketing. There's a big chunk of the budget that gets cut away from the, like, you know, people you know, from the higher up positions and stuff. But sometimes I'm like, I can't believe like these AAA companies like doing these things. I'm like, dude, like I don't want to name any examples right now, but like, yeah, it's gonna be nice to see more small teams come out there. I mean, Steam, it is a great platform. Like, you know, it is a great platform. I cannot say anything else about Steam. Yeah. It's what it is. Now, if Steam had like a bad customer service, and it was like, like if it had like bad customer service, and if it like actually didn't provide the tools it provides, I will be like, yeah, that's a shame. But like Steam is it's a great platform. Like, I if you want your game to get discovered, if you want like people to be actually able to play your stuff, I cannot go in there. I'm too big for this door. um Steam is a great platform. 30% for the work they do for you, it's totally worth it. I'm gonna crash. No. Ouch. Oh, I love how the suit looks. Her suit looks under this light. Super awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can definitely. That's a cool thing. You can like. What's the word for this? If you don't like a game, you have a some time to like give it back if you don't really like it. Um, but yeah, when it comes to multiplayer and stuff, like I think it's very cool. Like they give you like a server to test out, and it's just nice. Oh, this is very buggy, very laggy. Like, hey, what happened to the light in there? Oh, I'm not able to load the textures. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, this diner is super cool stuff. It's supposed to be a 60s American diner, and I'm making it a sci-fi diner for this. Yeah. Again, this store is too small. That's the office. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do like Steam. Uh, I think it's cool. They also give free games once in a while, and maybe Steam doesn't give the free games, but the developers do. But yeah. Unless you are like a very famous like influencer or YouTuber, or you have like a big platform to promote your game, I think there's no other way. You gotta use Steam if you want people to see your stuff. It's yeah. Um, yeah, unless you have like a very big public, your own audience, and then you can just directly sell to them without no other platform. That would be crazy. Having your own website or something like that, kind of like Blizzard does. They have their BattleNet kind of thing. Um, but yeah, you will need to really build your audience, and that's very hard. And even on Steam, like let's look this up. Like, this is something good to take in consideration. Like, all right, so let's look for how many games were published on Steam on 2024. 19,000 games. Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, how are you going to get noticed between 19,000 games? That's just like throwing your keys in the ocean without like looking at it. Like, it's like, and then you need to actually dig down under the sand to find it. It's almost impossible to somebody to notice your game. 19,000 games only on Steam. This is not talking about other platforms. That's a lot. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot. 19,000 games. I'm not sure if that number is correct, but it's a huge number. Also, to be more positive about it, like, people usually play a lot of games, so at also, like, you know, give some hope, like, okay, and also people can only spend so much time and money on games, so that's the other thing. You cannot be like expecting to charge too much for it if you're willing to sell a game, right? The sewer town, swamp. Yeah, I think I might just leave it like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna load the areas anymore, because I'm gonna just save it here, and I think I'm gonna continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I have work, so I need to take it easy for the rest of the day. Tomorrow I need to be super productive. It looks like so empty without without anything in there. A university in the sewers. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I find sewers very interesting. Like, maybe because I like the turtle ninjas or something like. But I'm definitely gonna have some cool sewer system. And I got a very cool character for the sewer system. It looks like it's not like it's not like a cockroach humanoid, but it's like let me just show it. It's right here. A bug creature mesh. Let's add some animations. Idle. Idle one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one is gonna be perfect for the sewers. Oh wow, what happened there? Okay, we got some issues with the textures. Is that cause... Oops. what's that? Is that cause? Oh yeah, it's just bugging out. Yeah, I still see it here. Oh, okay. Maybe it's Unreal not loading the textures properly. But yeah, this creature right here is gonna be in the sewers. It's like a lobster. That's the word, like a lobster creature. Oh, what? Yeah, there's damn something going on with this. And we got the textures fixed. Okay. Yeah. Some Sector 9 creature kind of thing. It is like a lobster creature. Not really a cockroach. Oh yeah, those are gonna be amazing for the sewers. I really like this design. I don't really want to make them. I'm gonna have some of them be friendly. Hey, PhD. That would be funny. Like, imagine like these creatures like all well dressed and stuff. It's funny. Like I do wanna make some clothing for them and like put them on the main city and have some of them be friendly and stuff. Imagine like one of these with glasses and stuff. That's gonna be super funny. Where is the other thing I saw? Oh, we can just look it up here. It's called crab. There you go. Yeah, really like this one. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Got some progress. It's time to rest, so I don't burn out, because this is a marathon and not a sprint. Definitely need to take it easy. Right, double check, everything is unloaded, perfect. Nice. Got some texture scenes here. Yeah, having like a blend material with this rock and these crystals being revealed inside, that might look very cool. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.